and tickets go on sale Friday at noon Utah time.
Hell yeah. Alrighty.
So, ending on a home show. Get tickets.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Alrighty, let's see. Let's say we have SES Films 2000 requesting speak. So let's start with this. Did I do it? I think they have to. I have to wait for them to click yes.
They got this.
They got this.
I believe in you.
I believe in you. I think I did it right. Maybe I didn't. I hit invite to speak. Let me try this again.
No worries. This is our first Q&A, everybody.
Yeah.
Give me and Austin some patience.
I have invited them to speak. I think we're just waiting for them to confirm.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Oh. Maybe not. Oh, you can't hit accept? That's odd.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. Invite to speak. Let me see here. 1 second.
Can Addie see the chat? I can see the chat.
Addie can see the chat. Let me Google it. Let me quick Google real fast.
I love how I'm like, I can see the chat and everybody's like, ah! Hi, everybody. I'll just start like beatboxing to fill the void.
All right, I'm gonna try to invite a different person, and then maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll come back to SES.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's try. Scroll. Let me scroll. This person, Teller of Tales. Oh, I can just hit show requests. That's so convenient. Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Interesting.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, but I can't. No one's able to join, I guess. Hold on.
Is it like something with the channel?
I'm wondering.
Here, I'm gonna talk to chat while you troubleshoot, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Hi, chat. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you. Hello. Hi, Clover. Hi, May. Hi, Diamond. Hi, Dwayne. Hi. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, the autism monster. That's me. That's actually me. We're speeding. We are speeding. How's your day so far? My day's pretty good. I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep. Oh, wait, did it work?
Looks like we got somebody in.
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Hey!
All right. So I have a great fantastic question. For Addison.
Okay.
What inspires you to make the songs that you make?
Ooh. I think a lot of different things. I kind of think that songwriting is like my personal diary because I hate journaling. But I like songwriting. And so everything I write is always about something that I'm just feeling intensely. This album in specific, like for example, like Immaturing was about growing up and me in high school and kind of realizing that I had grown out of high school. And then I feel like Things That Are Bad for Me, I was dealing with a lot of stuff that I hadn't like dealt with like a therapist before. And so I had like some angrier songs, but I also had If Nobody Likes You as like a love letter. And I feel like this album in specific is like addressing the idea of healing, because I feel like this past year I'm like 10 times happier than I was like 12 months ago. And because of that, it's like, it's all about that process. So I feel like anything I put out is just about my life. And so the next project is going to be about like who I am right now. And the project right now is about who I was like 6-7 months ago. And so I guess the inspiration is literally anything that makes me feel something.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
for such a good question.
Yeah, that was a dope question. Thank you.
It was good. It was nice saying hi to you.
Yeah, of course. It was so great meeting you too.
Nice meeting you.
Alrighty, let's. Okay, we got another one in here. Awesome.
Pork.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I've spent forever trying to figure out what my question was gonna be, and super scatterbrained.
You're good.
First off, I want to say thank you for this community that you have built. I've met some really great friends thus far. And it is just really incredible to meet people that like have similar interests, and it is just wonderful that we are all here together.
Yeah, it makes me super happy. It's like it's so fun because it's just like a huge group of people that like all the same things that I like and that like enjoy me as well, which is like what? Crazy.
Yeah, and it's like people that enjoy your music, but also I've met people that enjoy a ton of things. But question, I had the question and it's gone. Oh my god.
You got this, Pork.
Oh my god. Okay, I have two. Is that okay?
That's two. That's fine.
First off, do you have a favorite song that is coming out in the newest album?
Ooh, okay. There's Slime is personally my favorite, and I think it's because I went to Robin with it, who you guys know as Cave Town. And I went to him with it and I was like, I want for lack of a better word, sorry for profanity, I want the most like fucked up synthy angry rah song. And I feel like he just like understood it so well, and we both had so much fun with it, and there's so many like layers to it. And also that was like the last song that I wrote for the album. Like it almost didn't make it, and now it's one of the singles. And so it was really cool because it was like I had pushed it and my management was like, we'll see if we can get to it. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. And the deal was like me and Robbie were only gonna do it if we had like time to do it. And we ended up having more than enough time because we just like speed ran this album. And it ended up being like that we finished it and then I showed it, and then my manager, who's like, he's very like, he doesn't like compliment a lot of things, like he's so loving but he doesn't like say a lot, and I showed it to him and he was like, this song is incredible. And I was like, yes. And I felt like my dad had just like been like, you're incredible, you're amazing, but it's like my music dad. Like so I think that's my favorite. If we're talking about sad songs though, because that's my favorite like energy song, but my favorite sad one is called Say Sorry to My Brother. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's just I think it's the most heart-wrenching song I've ever made. So yeah.
That's incredible. It's so cool. Second, I was a part of your Twitch community for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Literally, I think it was 2022 when you were reading Hunger Games. Literally,
Yeah.
I love that so much. I remember falling asleep listening to you read Hunger Games. First of all, you have an incredible voice to fall asleep to, I guess.
Thank you.
I know that you really enjoy touring and you're really enjoying traveling and touring like that. Do you think you'll ever go back to streaming at all? I know especially like you're growing in your music career a lot more recently, and I know like you're a very busy person because of that, which is amazing that you're growing so much and more people are finding your music and you as a person, and it's amazing. But like as someone who really enjoyed your Twitch streams in the past, do you think that that's ever something that you'll do again at all?
I really, really, really want to, because I enjoyed them too, you know, like I got so many friends out of it. Like even like specifically Austin is like one of my close friends now, and it's literally because of Twitch.
Yeah.
And it was one of my favorite parts of my career because doing all of those Twitch streams is also like what boosted me in my career, and it allowed me to like quit my retail job and be a musician. And so it like I look at it with like so much love. And I think the only reason I haven't gotten around to it is because I've like put everything into this album. Like I have never worked so hard on a project. I don't think I've had like a single day off since like beginning of May. And so it's just been absolutely insane, but it's because I'm so passionate about it. And I think like once the album's been out for like a second and I'm back to like just writing instead of like production and photos and videos and da 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 da. I think once I get to that portion again next year, that I wanna try to do it again because I really liked it.
I think Camille, I think the community that you have built both with your music and when you were streaming and everything is absolutely beautiful. And I think that you've
Thank you.
curated such an incredible group of human beings. Talking to everyone who isn't speaking right now as well, you all are incredible human beings that like it's such a beautiful niche that has been created. And I loved hanging out in Twitch chat or just watching your streams. So thank you for I hope you can
Yeah,
get
thank
back
you
to
for
it
your
because you
questions.
enjoy it.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you, Pork. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, looks like we got SES Films in here now. Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
Maybe.
Maybe.
Can you hear us, SES Films? Perhaps?
SOS SES.
It doesn't seem like they're able to speak at the moment, but
Mm.
or they may be muted actually. Let's see.
They're muted now.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything in chat from them.
Okay. I'm gonna send some more invites out to people while we
Okay.
do that.
Okay. Let's go to a next question while SES is still troubleshooting.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Chaos.
Oh, I know I haven't shut up about this all week, but it's my birthday today, and I'm really old and happy to be here.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I have kind of like a fun question and like an actual question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you confirm or deny that you're actually cloning us in the chat? Because there's 3 of us now that are actually the same person.
I cannot disclose if I know how to make clones, but I will say that my highest score in high school was math and science, and that I'm a very smart person. So.
Okay. There's I found a person that's same name as me, our birthdays are 4 days apart. Like
we're all just the same person. I just like all of you are tiny little Addisons.
And then the actual question was, I know when you opened for Somersaults on the rare occasions that you came out to merch after. I know you're headlining on this tour. Do you think you'll still do that, or do you think that this is like you're past that point where it's too big of an audience at this point?
Wait, okay, so do you think that during my headliner I'll come out to merch and say hi? Is that what the question was? Okay. So usually I tried to come out during my first headliner to merch. But what happens is that venues have curfews, and they will charge a lot of money, and we will get in a lot of trouble if I go past that curfew. And so because of that, I really can only come out and like meet people when I open shows or when I'm a supporting act, mainly because like less people come for me since I'm only the opener or the supporter. And so I really try to prioritize that, and that's why I did it every leg of somersault and any show that I was able to. And so my goal is that I want to be able to say hi to people and be able to like meet them after the show. But it's also like I can't guarantee that because every venue is different. In my perfect world, I would say hi to everybody and sign everything because it's one of my favorite parts of touring. But at the same time, it's like I can't do that because there's like big businessmen that would get very mad at me and not let me play there again if I upset them.
Fair.
So
Starting the GoFundMe to have Addie come sign everything.
honestly, I want to try to in the future like do like a VIP thing or be able to do like separate meet and greets. But that will just like it'll take some time to figure that out. But I'll definitely like do something like that in the future.
Awesome. Thanks for your question, Chaos. And I
Party.
think SES has finally figured it out. So let's see if that is the case.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yay! We did it.
Oh my goodness.
Dubs in chat.
I've been constantly bouncing back from my MacBook to my phone to my iPad, and it was such a pain. But okay, thankfully I am able to finally say this. So, it's a bit of a off-topic question, but do you play D&D?
Okay, do you want to hear the story of me playing D&D?
Ooh.
Sorry. This
Somebody
is a
tells me it's not
whole
gonna be a
thing.
good one.
No, it's
Oh,
very
great.
good. I viscerally want to play D&D. Like I would
Ooh.
love to play D&D. But okay, I was never the most like popular kid in high school. Like people didn't really love me in high school. And so I had a friend group that like my little autistic brain didn't realize that they weren't actually all my friends. And they were like, "We're going to do a D&D campaign." And I was like, "I want to join, but I don't know how to play." And then I was like, "Can you guys teach me?" And all of them said no. And so I never learned how to play and they wouldn't let me in their campaign. And then I like dated somebody and I was like, "Hey, you have a campaign. Can you teach me?" And the person I was dating was like, "No." And then like a few years passed and I had asked another one of my friends, I asked like 3 more friends this year if they would let me in on their campaign and if they would let me play and teach me how to play D&D. And all of them said it was full or they had no room or they didn't want to. And so it's like I feel like every time I try to learn how to play D&D, the universe just like punches me in the face and is like, "You're not meant to play D&D." So
Oh.
I want
Oh,
to,
man.
but God doesn't want me to.
Honestly, I was kind of in a similar mood as you because when I was in high school, every time we would like, break for like lunch or something like that, there would always be this one corner of the cafeteria where these kids would like meet up to play D&D, and I really wanted to play. I really wanted to do a campaign with these guys, and they were like, "No, man, you can't do it. No." So for the longest time, I have also had like this like visceral urge to just play D&D because I thought it was so cool. I thought it was so fun, and it wasn't until I got to college, which is where I am now, that they thankfully have a D&D club, and immediately it was literally like the first club that I joined, like as soon as I got there. So yeah.
I want to. I think that I would be a bard, obviously.
Oh,
So
obviously.
I think I've been watching like different like YouTube
Oh yeah, Critical
series to
Role,
like
the
try to learn.
Yes.
But
Oh my God.
yeah,
Yeah.
one day I want to.
One day. Yeah. Hopefully that one day
Oh,
comes.
my Siri came
Yes.
on. Hold on. How do I make it go away? Ah! Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. So that's all I really wanted to ask about. So hope you all have a great day.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for the question. And Addie, I will teach you D&D any day of the week. Let me know when.
Yes,
Literally
Austin.
any day. Any day.
Please.
Okay. Anyway, let's get our next question.
Common Austin W.
Thank you. Let's see. Anthony, do you want to go ahead? It looks like you're unmuted.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got like a couple of questions. I'm a little scatterbrained too, like that person before. But I guess the first one is I sort of like discovered you through friends a while ago, and I wasn't like super into you. But then I tuned into one of your streams, and then afterwards, I guess you like put on Maple Mick, and then I thought you were just like stream friends or something. But then Maple Mick was just talking about you, like you two were like actually like homies. And that made me think like, are you two like just like friends because you both live in Utah? Were you like high school friends, or how did you two like sort of meet like that?
So, Maple Mick, who I know as Mick, is basically like my one high school friend I still have. I have a couple, but like as the story goes, not a lot of people liked me in high school, but Mick did.
Aw.
And it was basically like I was in my junior year and we had like a homeroom thing that only lasted the first week of school. And I walked in. It's actually okay, it's a long story, so get ready. So basically, I went to my first period and there was this French girl. And this French girl was like, I have no friends. I am a host student. Da 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 da. And I was like, I'll be your friend. And so her and I became friends. And she was like, you should meet my host sister. Her name is Mick. And I was like, okay. And me and Mick just happened to have like the same homeroom, which was the next period.
That's
So I was like, oh my God, I should meet this person's host sister. And so I walk into the class and I see someone that looks like her and I walk up and she's drawing a picture of Dodie, the artist. And me at the time, I was like in my sugar rush phase. So I was obsessed with ukulele. I was obsessed with Dodie. And I walked up and I was like, is that Dodie? And she was like, yeah. But then the funny thing is apparently Mick thought I hated them.
Oh.
Because the previous year, another one of my friends had pulled a prank on me, and Mick was a part of it. And I got really mad at that friend because I hate being pranked, but I didn't remember that Mick was a part of it. And so for like the first week of mine and Mick's friendship, Mick thought that I hated them because they had pranked me before.
Oh.
And I just didn't remember that had happened. And we ended up making this like group of people with like me, the French girl, Mick, and like another friend that I had. And the name doesn't work anymore, but we called ourselves the Gal Pals, and that was like our friend group. And they were like, they're probably like some of the only people from high school that I still consider friends of mine. Because they were so nice and so genuine. And now Michaela's like my roommate. So we've known each other for like 6-7 years almost. Something like that. 5 or 6.
Totally forgot that Michaela was her full name. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I call her Michaela for some reason. But
So yeah. I don't really have another question, but I like your collab streams with Mick. Your merch has been on point.
Thank you.
That's it.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Anthony.
As far as everyone trying to join on mobile, I'm looking for solutions, but I can't necessarily find anything. Maybe closing the app will help. But yeah, I'm looking for stuff online to see why people couldn't join on mobile. But until then, we'll just keep cycling through questions. And if at the end we can't figure it out, we'll just do some text-based Q&A maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right. Let's see. Who wants to go next? We've got Teller of Tales.
Yes, hello, hi. I was about to ask to come on anyway because I have work in like 20 minutes. So, like, please.
Of course.
Thank you so much. So firstly, I've been a huge fan for such a long time, since hashtag Sugar Rush era. So like, huge fan. I'm so happy that I get a chance to talk to you. But my question is, where do you get all this creative energy? Like, it just seems like you're pumping out songs so often, and they're all like amazing. So where do you get your inspiration? Do you have artists that you particularly enjoy, or just people, events? What's your inspiration?
I think I have a very funny answer to this.
I love funny answers.
A part of it is the autism.
Absolutely.
I think it's just um like I grew up not being good at communicating or being able to voice my feelings, and my mom like shoved me into music classes when I was like 3 or 4 because she was a single mom and like had to keep me busy. And so because of that, it was like music became like my everything, and it became my special interest. And I think that because of that, it became my form of communication and voicing things and communicating things. And I think as for like inspiration of other artists, I obviously was a big fan of Dodie. I had like an emo phase that was like My Chemical Romance,
As you
21
should.
Pilots, Fall Out Boy. Like Fall Out Boy was my first concert. And then when I was a teenager, it turned into Dodie and Cavetown and Chloe Moriando and Tessa Violet. And now it's funny because all those people are like my friends. and,
Yeah.
and so now it's just I feel like I'm just inspired by my friends and everything that happens in my life. And I think it's just a matter of like, I'll just be sitting somewhere and somebody will say something, or I'll describe something a certain way, or I'll see something and I just in my notes app just type it out. And or I'll just like get my voice memo and just like hum my little tune. And then there's just times where I just like sit down and I just kind of like gather all the puzzle pieces and make it something. And so some things come out really fast, some things take a while. But I don't think I was good at it for like the first 5 years that I tried writing. And it took me until Sugar Rush to like be good at writing. So that's kind of where it comes from.
That's amazing. I have the same process to be a dungeon master, and so like if you want to have a game of D&D with the dungeon, like let me know. So,
Cool.
No, but,
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your question.
but yeah, I gotta go to work. But I loved this stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.
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 Thank you. Alrighty. Yeah, it does look like people switching to a computer is helping get into the stage. So that may be a good
Party.
idea.
Party.
All right. Let's see. Who wants to go next? Do we have?
We've got burger and extra squash.
Yeah, burger or extra squash. Would either of you like to go? Could go next. So feel free to speak up.
Should I go? Okay.
You can go. Okay.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
First question is, who are your top 3 favorite music artists of all time?
Ooh, of all time? Okay. Somebody that I've been like loving right now is oh, sorry, there's like feedback in my ear, so I'm getting a little confused.
Yeah, sorry. If you are not asking a question, please mute yourself. That does make everything a little easier for everyone. Thank you.
I think let's see. I'm gonna pull up my Spotify because I always forget people. Okay. I recently have become like sort of a K-pop person, very like casually. But I really like New Jeans. I really like their kind of like Y2K style. I feel like I wasn't like super huge into K-pop, and then New Jeans came around and I was just obsessed with like their very like refreshing style. And so I really like them. Let's see, artists I listen to. I feel like I really adore my friends. Anybody that I consider like a music friend and is an artist and also does music, I just adore them and love everything that they do. But I
Yeah,
feel like for
fair.
people that I don't know personally, I'm really obsessed with Phoebe Bridgers and like Boy Genius.
Yeah.
I love them. A recent favorite has been this artist called Chapel Roan, because she does like this like 80s pop music, and she also like does like this cool glittery stuff and is just like really out there and has like drag queens on her shows. And so I feel like those are probably my favorites right now, but if you asked me again in like 3 months, it'd probably be completely different.
Okay, yeah, I might have a listen to some of those then. Um,
Cool.
and my other question is there a chance of a UK tour at any time? Um, yeah, I'm
So,
hoping, I'm praying.
I really, really, really want to. Um, it's definitely on the top of my list. I think the only reason I haven't done one um is quite literally just because it's really expensive. Um, but I could definitely see like me opening for somebody and going over there. Um, I don't know when I would headline over there, but hopefully, if this album does really, really well, I can immediately do one because I am like dying to do one.
Everyone stream driving lessons.
Yes,
Everyone listen. We
yes,
need a tour.
do it for Burger.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you
down
for
to
your
go back to the
question.
UK, so let me know.
Yeah, that was all. I need to sleep now. It's late here.
All right.
Cool.
Good.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Addison.
Alrighty.
Hi, Extra Squash.
Okay, I have 2 questions.
Okay.
First, how did you get labeled? Like, how did you get noticed by, like, labels?
So, what happened was in 20 okay, so in 2015/2016, I started posting like covers and original songs on my Instagram. And I didn't really do like YouTube. I kind of did, but not a lot. It was mainly Instagram. And I posted a bunch of stuff on there, and it was like multiple times a week from me being like 15 until I was like 18. And
right now.
yeah, and so I started there. And then in 2019, my friend and roommate Michaela, that we just talked about, she was like, "Hey, I want to go to this Cave Town concert, and I have no one to go with." And I was like, "I'll go." And so her and I went to the concert. And I remember we were at the concert, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is the coolest concert I've ever been at." And I ended up like Michaela had turned to me and was like, "Hey, you should buy merch because that's how you remember a concert." And so I bought a Boys Will Be Bugs hoodie, and I ended up like going home. And at the time, I was like, "I'm never gonna get anywhere with my music. I'm so sad." And so I posted what was like my last cover, and it was in the Boys Will Be Bugs hoodie, and I posted that. And a few months passed, and I was about to I was about to like just go to college instead. And what ended up happening was like someone of someone of someone of someone of someone had found my video, sent it to my tour manager, who sent it to my manager, and he was like, "Hey, this kid's really cool, and he probably wants to work with me because I also manage Cave Town." And so he sent me an email and was like, "Hey, I'm really interested in working with you." And I was like, I saw the email and I thought he was catfishing me, and so I ignored it for a week. And then he emailed again and was like, "Hey, I want to work with you." And I emailed back and he was like, "I manage Cave Town, and I saw this video of you in a Cave Town hoodie singing. I really want to work with you." So I ended up like doing a voice chat with him, and then he was like, "Do you have a place you can record?" And it was like my mom's friend's husband's brother had a basement studio. And so I ended up recording a bunch of stems for Sugar Rush. And my manager's, he was like, I'm going to send this to Cave Town and he's going to produce it for you. And I was
Whoa.
like, whoa, because at the time he was still like one of my top artists. And then it was just like he produced that song, and like my managers helped me like create a professional platform. And then they didn't even know that I was big on TikTok, so that like was a great surprise to them. And so it was like quite literally because I went to a concert and bought merch and just posted online was why I am where I am now. So
That's so cool.
yeah, it's like a weird fanfic story. Like,
That's so
but
true.
yeah.
Okay, I have one more question. Would you ever dye your hair any color besides like brown, black, and blonde?
I'm considering a light purple after this era.
Hey.
I'm thinking about it because my girlfriend does my hair and she's like a hairstylist. And I basically do anything that she's able to do. And so we're thinking about doing a light purple because I'm scared of doing a color I don't like and being stuck with it.
What if you got purple tips?
That would be really cool. I would really like that.
Thank you
So-
so much.
Yeah, thanks for asking some questions. It was nice talking to you.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to someone really fast because they've been trying to get in for a while. Rune, do you want to go ahead and jump in really fast since you had all those issues troubleshooting? Not yet. Okay, that's fine. You want to go last? Okay. We can try that. All right. So in that case, who would like to go next? Got a few people unmuting here.
Hi, Addison. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome.
Okay. Sorry to like jump in. My mom is calling for dinner, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get in real quick.
You're good.
Before the question, it's kind of cliche, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for your music and just like I can't really put it into words. I saw you at DC in Philly last year, and it was just like I got to meet you, and it was like wow. It was I think your music just saved my life last year, and I just wanted to say thank you. So I really appreciate you.
So much. That's so sweet of you.
I'm sorry. I'm like my voice is shaking really bad.
Don't even worry. I'll start shaking if I need to.
Thank you. My question, I'm sorry if it was asked before, I joined a little bit later. What was the inspiration behind the diving lessons name and like the art for the new album?
I think it was the inspiration behind diving lessons. Okay. So basically, without going into too much detail, I have a lot of not great associations with water. Like I can't swim. I've never been able to swim. I had like a lot of bad experiences at lakes and at oceans and in pools and with swimming. And I sort of realized as I was writing a bunch of songs that a lot of them were becoming water themed, like slime. And I had one called Fish. And I had just like all these different like water themage things going on in the music. And so I was stuck on the name for a while, but I ended up calling it Diving Lessons because I remembered this moment when I was a kid where I was forced to jump off the high dive and I wasn't allowed to get off. And I was really scared and I was only like 6 years old. And I ended up like having to jump after 10 minutes and I couldn't swim. And I ended up like choking on water and like someone had to come and get me. And it was just a horrible experience. And I ended up relating it to the idea of healing because I think we paint healing as like this beautiful, wonderful thing. But I think healing and needing to heal really sucks. it kind of sucks that you have to go through a bad thing and then get better. And I don't like that we romanticize healing all the time. And so for me, it's kind of like diving lessons is like healing, because you hit the water and you can either drown and succumb to it and have a horrible time and not be okay, or you can force yourself to like get to the edge and to swim and to get through it, and it's not pretty and it's not happy, but you have to do it, and you might get something good out of it and things might be okay afterwards. And that was the whole idea for me, was that like really bad things can happen and it can really suck to try to get through it, but you have to, because you owe it to yourself to get better, and to be okay. And so that was the idea of diving lessons. And the album art itself is like a mirror with the sky in it, because I wanted it to kind of look like a portal and to kind of look like a pool from like really high up. And the reason why you can only see my head in the mirror is to kind of give that portal idea. So yeah, that's kind of like all the themage around it.
That's awesome. That's a really it seems to be like it's a very I can't find the word. Very like, this is a new stage of my life and I can do it, and I really like that.
Thank you. I really like that question.
Yeah, it was a dope question. Thank you.
Cool. Bye.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Sorry.
It's okay. Bye.
I just
Alrighty. Who's next?
sorry, I didn't mean to like completely jump in like that. I just gotta be somewhere pretty soon. I have two questions. One is silly and more lighthearted, and one might be isn't like serious, but you know, not. Which should I ask first?
Ask the silly one.
Okay. What is your favorite like drink, as in like Starbucks or something, like coffee, something like that? What is your favorite drink?
Pink drink, hands down.
That's so real. That's so real. Strong agree. Pink drink. I also was wondering, what is there anything in specific that helped you realize that you were like trans, non-binary, and like, or anything, yeah, anything in specific? I had this, the way I was gonna ask this so well thought out in my head. But.
You're good. I think the turning point for me, it was never that I hated being a girl. It was that being a boy felt more correct, if that makes any sense at all. I think it was just like, I think transness and being non-binary and all of that is talked about in a very dysphoric way, which is like super valid. A lot of trans people experience dysphoria and experience a lot of pain with that, and I still do too, now that I've kind of like realized why I reacted to my bodies in certain ways. But I think it was mainly like, I just had the idea like that I was fine being a girl. It wasn't the greatest thing. I didn't love it. I was fine with it. But then I sort of realized that people seeing me as a boy, using different pronouns, having the option of certain things, dressing a certain way, cutting my hair, like all those stereotypically masculine things, was like the turning point. I was like, I'm allowed to do that. It was mainly like, I just didn't know that I was allowed to do that. Like, I had trans friends and I was like, but I'm not allowed to do that because I'm okay with being a girl. But the thing is that being a boy just made me 10 times happier. And so I think my experience was the euphoria rather than the dysphoria. And it's made me, like, all of my friends are like, yeah, you made like a really pretty girl and you seemed fine. But ever since I've transitioned, they're like, you just seem so much more yourself. You seem happier. You seem more confident. You seem so comfortable. And so I think it was just realizing that I didn't have to hate myself to be trans and that I was allowed to just be happier, you know?
That is so real, and that's so rad of you. And I have been following you on TikTok since like 2020, early 2020, maybe like before you, at least before the music on TikTok came out. At least I'm not sure about other places, but I can definitely agree. I haven't seen like a lot. I will admit I haven't been super active in the community, but I definitely think that you seem a lot happier. So that's really cool.
Thank you. I think
Yeah.
I might have to speed run some of the next questions.
Yeah.
That's real.
I know Chris / No Chronos was trying to get in earlier, so we're gonna move them up.
Okay,
Chris,
we're gonna
if
do like
you're ready.
speed round.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get some quick ones in here. All right, Chris, are you ready?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you great.
Okay, so just to let you know, for some reason my Bluetooth will not connect right now, so if you hear yourselves echoing, I am totally sorry.
No
You're
worries.
good.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for this community that you have built. Your music is amazing. The community you have built is amazing. One of your songs has like inspired me to do writing and art again, and it's Party Killer, which is criminally
Thank you.
underrated. So my question is, where do you see your music going in 10 years?
In 10 years.
I know I sound like a school teacher, but
You're good. I think I really love songwriting the best. I want to be like Tessa Violet, and I want to still be performing and still be doing all of that and look like I'm in my 20s, even though I'm in my 30s. She is like my god. Like, haha, she has a song called My God. Haha.
that's great, no matter what.
But I adore Tessa. And I think it's just I want to be playing bigger things. I want to have even more of a community, and I want it to be even 10 times cooler. I want to be like Taylor Swift level, like trans Taylor Swift. Like, I'll probably not be that, but that is my goal, and I'm going to manifest it.
Brilliant.
Thanks for the question, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Rune, I think, has worked out their issues with their audio, so we'll get them in here. I know they were also here earlier.
There was no issue. I just wasn't mentally prepared yet.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Well, okay.
Hi, Rune.
Well, hi. So I couldn't get in because something was happening. So I had to get a MacBook, sign in onto that, join through that, close the MacBook, so now I can be on my phone while being here. It was a really weird process, but it worked.
Well, welcome.
I just want to say hello, and I forgot my question, which is really bad. Oh, yeah, no, I forgot it. That's not good.
You
I
can
am
think
so
of one on the
sorry.
fly right now if you want. Anything.
What's your height?
I am 5'3", but I'm actually 5'2", but I'm going to say 5'3".
Hell yeah.
That's so valid. That's so valid.
Thanks, Rune. Let us know if you think of the question, okay?
I will.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Keep on schmoovin'. Adora / I have ADHD.
Okay, two hopefully quick questions. First one, the bark in White Lie, was that you?
Yes, it literally was.
I
It
knew
was
it.
because what happened was I had rewritten the line didn't used to be a puppy's got to bark before it gets to bite. That wasn't the original line at all. But I wanted something that sounded a little bit sassier, and so I changed it to that. And then I turned to my producer and I was like, "Ooh, we should get like a dog bark." And he's like, "Do you want to bark?" And I was like, "That's not what I meant." But yes. And so literally it was just like there's a stem because you get different stems of like guitar, vocal, da 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 da, and one of them is literally called Addison barks. That's
That should
it.
be a sound on the soundboard in the server. Have you ever had issues with crowds because of your autism? And if you did, how do you cope with that?
I think whenever I'm on tour, I let myself have a lot of therapy. Um, I also have recognized that it's really important that I have people on the road with me that understand autism. Because I've had some experiences that weren't the greatest, and have like caused me to have meltdowns before. Never on stage or never because of an audience member, just literally because I'm autistic and overstimulated. But I now have a tour crew that's just so understanding, so kind towards it, and it's really important that like every day I keep my routine. I have certain times for things. I do things a certain way so that when I meet audience members and when I'm on a stage, I'm not like worn out. I'm like actually energized. Um, and whenever I'm in the van, I just read a lot and I keep to myself and I put my headphones on. On tour, I have my headphones on like 24/7. And it just makes it so that when I interact with the crowd, it's like I have all my energy and I haven't like wasted it throughout the day. I also order food a lot so that I don't have to interact with people in restaurants. Um, and that's kind of it. But I think it's not too much of an issue to be in a crowd or to be at a venue, mainly because music and performing is my special interest, and that almost like overpowers any of like the anxiety or the overstimulation. And it's quite literally like I don't think I'd be able to do it if I wasn't so passionate and interested in music and the community and my audience.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
for your
you.
music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have a text-based question. So, the question is that Alex here has made you mini hats and drawings every time they meet you, and apparently they made the hat you're currently wearing.
This little star hat?
Yeah, apparently so. And they want to know if you would like a shark hat, like that makes it look like he's eating your head. Or if they've given you too many hats and they need to stop. I think I know the answer to that, but yeah, that's the question.
No, I love hats. Like literally, okay, I'm gonna get so many hats after I say this. I love hats. Anything that's like crocheted, like the little stuffed animals and like the little like jewelry and the little hats from you guys, I die. They're my favorite thing. I keep them all the time. It's one of the easiest things for me to be able to pack. And actually, like my girlfriend, she crochets. She made me some of my hats based off of this one because I loved it so much. And so I gave her this hat and I went, make different colors. So I love it. Yeah, please, I want a shark hat so bad.
Awesome. Thank you for that question, Alex, and for the hat, apparently.
Should we do let's do 3 more people and then I'm gonna
Okay.
show you guys my
super secret
surprise. A super secret surprise. So 3 more questions.
Okay.
May I go?
Someone. Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask, has there been any pieces of media that have impacted the way you live your life?
Ooh, ooh, that's such a good one. Okay.
That is a really good question.
This is gonna sound so nerdy. I really anime. Something about anime just has me in a chokehold, and specifically Hunter x Hunter. Just because I know people call it Hunter x Hunter. I'm a nerd. I call it Hunter x Hunter.
Do the same.
But I adore that one specifically because of the character Killua. I feel like it's the first time I've ever like really harshly related to a character where it's like they're super happy-go-lucky, but they've been through a lot and they want to be happy and they want to make friends, but they kind of feel like they're awkward and weird and they don't fit in all the time, and it's like not by their choice, you know? And I feel like I really just related to that so deeply, and being able to watch a show where this beautiful friendship is formed with the main character and they just have each other's backs and he's able to like have that happiness despite everything he's gone through. Like I will sob over that show any day. I really, really loved like any like Studio Ghibli movie. I love how it makes me think about life and think about existing, and that it's a really beautiful thing. And also, fun fact, I was not going to share this fact, but one of the songs on the album is inspired by an episode in The Last of Us. So yeah, I was so like emotional over an episode that I made an entire song about it. And I never said I would do that. I never wanted to be someone that wrote about TV shows. Not that it's a bad thing. But it's just like I felt so emotional over it that I had to. So if you guys find out which one, it's pretty obvious, but if you guys find out, it's definitely about The Last of Us.
Thank you so
So
much
yeah.
for your time.
Is
Thank
it
you.
alright if I go, or did you have
Sure.
something planned? Oh, okay. Me and my partner met you back in Lawrence, Kansas, and even though we had both of our brains connected, we forgot to tell you that I called them Valerie because of your song Valerie. Take that how you will. But I called them Valerie. And then I have been this has been gnawing at me since I listened to I Wanna Be a Boy, like back when you released it. Who is it directed at? Because I've been worried about you ever since I heard that, and I don't know. I'm too autistic to know who it's directed to.
So a part of it was when I wrote that song, it was I didn't know I was trans yet. And a part of it was like, I want to write a song about how I really want to be a boy, but I don't want people to be able to tell that. So I'm going to hide it a little bit and make it sound like I want to be a boy for different reasons. But it was just my gender experience. I think the person that I'm singing to is myself. And it's quite literally like, I'll break and bend my spine if it make you say you're mine. And that was a metaphor for like, I would do anything to accept myself and to learn to love myself and to learn to want myself. And I think that's where it came from, is that like, it can sound like I'm singing to a lover. It can sound like I'm singing to a parent, to a friend, to someone I want to accept me. But I think that entire song, I was just singing to a different version of myself and singing to my femininity, about how I just really wanted to like myself. And it felt really hard to be able to do that. And so that's what I'm singing to.
Okay, because there's a lot of songs that you've released where I hear it and I go, Addison, are you okay? Should I be worried about you?
I'm good now. You guys won't think that after this album, but I promise I am.
God.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
once the song is out, it's probably that you're, on the other end of the recovery process.
No, literally. Like when I release a song, it's because I've healed enough to be able to do so.
Exactly. Okay, I think we probably only have time for like one or two more, maybe.
Is it
Okay.
if I go?
Okay, you could go.
Okay, it's a quick one. I don't know if you remember me, but I met you at your Brooklyn show with Somersault, and I was like the first person that said hi to you, like the green pants. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. So I started playing guitar about a year ago. So I was wondering if you have anything that helped you with your guitar journey, or any tips.
Ooh. So funny story about my guitar journey. Basically, I was playing ukulele and I had put out a bunch of songs with that, and this is when I first started working with my manager. And after like 2 or 3 months of working with him, he kept saying that I kept doing ukulele, and then he texted me and went, "Learn a guitar." And I went, "Do I have a choice?" And he went, "No." So what I ended up doing was I just Googled chords. I already knew how to strum because of learning ukulele. But I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials. YouTube is a godsend when it comes to learning instruments, and anything else I've learned is basically just from working with other musicians and watching videos of people playing. Like if you watch a video of a song you want to play and you just zoom in on their guitar, that's how I learned most of my songs. And I think something that also helped me was learning different tunings, because the standard tuning that you have for a guitar is not the easiest way to play a guitar. I would recommend trying to write songs or play in open D or open E or anything like that, just because the chords are the same sound but a lot easier to play. So that's kind of like an artist hack.
Thank you. I just learned
Yeah,
If Nobody Likes You this summer.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Have a nice night.
You
All right.
too.
I did tell River that they could ask because, and I think that may be the second to last one or last one, depending on our timing here.
Okay, let's have
Okay.
River be the last one, and then I'm going to
Okay,
show you
sure.
guys my surprise.
Alrighty.
Hi.
Hi.
I had two, but I'm changing it down to one because time. I met you in Boston last year. I love you. It's been like a year and a month. I miss you. But has there been any shows or like fan interactions that have like stuck out to you the most?
Ooh, um, ooh, I I feel like I love every single show that I play because it's like you can't compare them at all. Every crowd is so unique, and I have such intense love for different reasons. Um, I will say this last run, the Boston show with Somersault was so shocking to me because I was just the opener. I didn't expect anyone to care about me. And I like got on stage and I was like, "Yay, Boston!" And what ended up happening was like I had people like waving flags and screaming the words of "I Want to Be a Boy," and so many people knew my set. And I started singing my new song "Pessimistic," and people were like learning the chorus from the first time I sang it and like singing it later on in the song with me, and I hadn't had that happen. And I was like, "Oh my god." And I felt so loved that it was insane. I think for fan interactions, so many of them stick out to me. It's like I try so hard to remember everyone because everyone's just such a unique little person, and that's why I love meeting people so much. But I feel like um one of the most meaningful ones was my friend Bowie. Um, I was playing my first ever venue show. I was opening for Cavetown in, I think, Charlottesville, somewhere. It started with a C. Like I can't even remember because it's been a while. But I remember I was terrified to play this show because in my head it was like this artist that I really admired. I had never played a show before. I had never been in a venue. I didn't know how anything worked. And what ended up happening was like I went on stage and my manager said it was like the best first performance he's ever seen from one of his artists. And I ended up like crying from that. But I ended up going down to the merch afterwards just to like say hi to people and see if anybody wanted to meet me. And Bowie, who's like a mod in the Discord now, and who some of you might know, Bowie came up to me and they had drawn me. And I remember like almost crying because I didn't think anybody was there for me. I didn't think anybody cared about my music. I didn't think anybody knew me or wanted to know me. And was terrified that I didn't do good enough. And what ended up happening was like Bowie met me with this incredible artwork of me. And I just like wanted to sob because I feel like meeting Bowie and having Bowie be the first person that met me really solidified my love and my self-respect for like what I do, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you on November 2nd in Boston.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, everybody, it's time. So, the secret surprise is we have a slime music video, and you guys get to be the first ones to see it.
Yes, let's go.
Woo! So I have it pulled up here, and we're gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna dip, and then we're all gonna stream slime when it comes out later tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Okay.
fun.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna watch the music video. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here.
Finally broke the appetite for picking at my nails. I gave up. Swallowing your shitty words that make me ill. Starting to think that therapy's working, even if I don't deserve it. I've been doing fine, something shifted in my mind lately. Gotta tell you, I've been feeling like slime. Suck it up, 'cause I'm not your mom. I didn't sign up for kids, I am not angry. But it made sense having done what you did. So thank God that therapy's working, 'cause I deserve it after all this. I've been doing fine, something shifted in my mind lately. Gotta tell you, I've been feeling like slime. Do you even feel anything? Do you even feel anything?
So dope. Hey.
Is that not the coolest thing ever?
So cool. Well,
Oh my god. The slime that was made out of shampoo, green shampoo and cornstarch.
okay.
I got so many mosquito bites on me, and it got in my eyes at the end.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
There,
We know
I
you
literally,
feel about
it was
mosquitoes.
we had one take to do it, and then the lake scene. I went in with my full clothes. I got out. I was like covered in mud and guck, and
Mhm.
like a dead fish. Like
No, not the fish.
it was insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's gonna be on my YouTube tomorrow. Slime comes out at midnight Eastern time tonight.
Yeah. If you haven't
And
pre-saved it, make sure you do.
pre-save it everywhere, and please share it to people and post it on your stories and tweet that it's epic awesome. And yeah.
Yep, that's right.
That's right, everybody.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks everybody
Okay.
for joining for the great questions. It's been a lot of fun. And if you didn't get your question asked, don't worry. We'll do these in the future, I'm sure. So there'll always be a
Absolutely.
chance. Always be a chance.
Absolutely. Thanks everyone for joining. I'll see you tonight or tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.